Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. I got a D3D device lost error from Unity, which caused everything to crash. So, for that reason, I'm just gonna be a PNG tuber for the rest of this. And I'm gonna update my drivers after this, I guess. So yeah, no idea what's going on there. But hopefully it doesn't happen again. It's also going to be an annoying thing that I have to do sometimes on my VODs channel, where I have to like upload a part 1 and part 2 or something, which is not ideal. Let me just save here. So this is what happened. I basically, well, I can't now, but basically I refilled my ammo, my energy right there.
Resistance members, my
Oh.
friends, I'm reaching out to you again. Let us not dwell on what has happened, but on the future. Our future as a species is short-lived. We are given a life that is, by many standards, brief. Science can only extend our flesh so far before it degrades into dust. Dust that floats aimlessly in the void, eventually sinking down into the unreachable corners of the dark, forgotten downs of this very station. Is this what our legacy should be? A place in a forgotten corner of this galaxy? I say no. I say we deserve better. We deserve Shodan and her gift of immortality. Technology and biology together in perfect digital perfection.
So this guy basically, oh,
And we will outlive the stars.
I thought it was done. Okay, so basically this guy gave us this job to 726232. Hold on. 726232. He basically used us to turn off the inhibitors on Shodan for his goal of the quote-unquote betterment of humanity through her cleansing, essentially. Oh shit. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Case for the, maybe I can use the bullets in the, Mark III. Those special ones.
Resistance members, my friends, I'm reaching out to you again. Let us not dwell on what has happened, but on the future. Our future as a species is short-lived. We are given a life that is, by many standards, brief. Science can only extend our flesh so far before it degrades.
Alright, so I'm gonna like keep an eye on all 4 monitors now, just to make sure I don't miss any numbers.
Dark, forgotten bowels of this very station. Is this what our legacy should be? A A place in a forgotten corner of this galaxy? I say no. I say we deserve better. We deserve Shodan and her gift of immortality. Technology and biology together in perfect digital perfection. Join us, and we will outlive the stars.
Oh my god. 692137. Okay, that was a lot.
The jettison controls. The Gamma Quad is sealed off. Lara found a maintenance conduit in Beta Quad. She was checking schematics that can get us to the CPUs on this level. We can then access the master jettison controls from the back end. Lamar went into Beta to check the conduit, but he hasn't come back.
Okay. Let me make sure. Let me just test something. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Connect. Test. There we go. Alpha jettison. I might need to enable something inside the Alpha Quadrant. Okay. Alpha Grove. Okay. I do not like the lack of music. Ooh. Way too quiet in here. Don't like that. What the hell? I feel like I'm playing Scorn again. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh my god. Oh shit. I should have been more conservative with those bullets. Okay. Honestly, I've not found a use for the vision hatch yet. I simply just do not know what it could be useful for. What the hell? Okay. It is way too quiet here. Okay. A pulse rifle? Is that looks new to me. I don't think I have much ammo for it though, so... Well, I don't like this. Okay, a decent amount of scrap at least. Oh god, my energy's completely gone. Let's use one of these. Oh my god! Ugh.
Medical beds need cleaning. No current patients.
I don't know what that did.
Beginning instrument sterilization.
Oh wait, is this a medical area? A gold servobot? Ooh. Pulse rifle. Let's empty it. Okay. Okay. From here, there's a lot we haven't explored yet, but the security is down to 0. I mean, I assume I'm supposed to flip that? Oh, it's just so quiet. Oh, Jax. Hello. What? Why are none of the messages? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Currently no model because everything crashed, like in a very dramatic manner. So, hello. Let me say hi to everybody. Hello, Juggy. Hello, Mario Fan. Hello, Knights. Hello, Sin. And of course, hello, Jex. Oh, weird. Oh no. Yeah, mine was related to Unity issues apparently. Let me get a shout out to Jexoy. If anybody isn't already following Jex, go do that. I highly recommend it. Very funny, very cool guy. Plays a lot of cool games. Yeah, I got like a D3 D3D device thing where it said, "Hey, look, it counted." Sweet. Where it said the device was lost, and apparently that's from the graphics card or something. But yes, enjoy the check-in button. I recently fixed it to actually count, and it has random activity that you're doing in Tartarus. But yeah, we are currently in the you're going to the Outlands. Good luck, Mario Fan. Currently in the groves of the station. So an executive. We need to find out a way to jettison them because one of them has a deadly virus. Thank you. I put a lot of work into them. I would compare System Shock to Doom if you... Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, it actually worked. Sweet. It's Doom if you could return to previous levels to like... Thank you for the follow. Return to previous levels to do... What are the Outlands? Don't worry about it. To do like progression stuff. So you start the game in medical. Here we go. In medical, you have to go to the reactor, gotta go to research. There's like elevators here. No worries. Take care of your PC. And thank you again for the raid. Oh yeah, I would definitely understand that. I haven't played Metroid Prime. I plan on it. I own it, and I would play it on the Wii U probably. But well, actually no, not the Wii U, since it's the first one's GameCube, so I'll need to fix my GameCube for that. Thank you for raiding in, and I hope you have a good night, Knights. But yeah, I plan on playing Metroid Prime, but I can definitely understand the comparison because they do look very similar visually. This is actually the remaster, and it's very cool. All right, time to... Oh, I see. That requires energy. Well, that was not ideal. But yeah, this remaster has been very cool. It does run on Unity, unfortunately. There we go. You can kind of see the pixels on the textures, right? Which is pretty cool.
Disabled.
I do need to play the remasters of that. That's on Switch, right? So that would be easier than fixing my GameCube. Although playing on the GameCube would be fun. Alright, so that objective is done. Now I just need to get the heck out of here. Yeah, I forgot about it. I think it was by I don't remember the name of the company. The original on both GameCube and Wii. The Switch versions visually were straight eye candy. They look beautiful. It's been a while since I've thought about them, but yeah, they look gorgeous. One thing I like, so I did mention like the pixel textures. You can kind of see like the individual pixels here. It's kind of like kind of like Minecraft, but the textures are kind of faithful to the original, or kind of to go for that original style. One thing I like about that is if you go to the graphics and just, well, you have to turn everything down individually. If you turn down the graphics all the way, it still looks great. So it can run on old machines too, outside of the, being Unity. So don't worry about the human head in my inventory. It's fine. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this. I earlier today got through a boss fight that I thought was going to be a lot harder, and I killed it in like 30 seconds. So that's nice. Gamer. That's me. I'm the gamer. But yeah, of course, if you need to raid or run or anything like that, no worries. I definitely understand. And if you got a lurk, I always appreciate it. Let's see. Trying in vain to shiny hunt a Venipede in Legends ZA. At least there are a lot of places where Venipedes show up. But yeah, I understand. Now what do I do? Do I need to like break glass or something? No. But yeah, I feel like Doom, it's kind of that era. Doom, Wolfenstein, that kind of thing. It's a mining colony, actually, Ellen. This is just the executive level, so it's very fancy and, evil people talking about how they can just turn on the shields and wait out the deadly virus going through the station. Have you played Galarians? Dorothy was probably at least somewhat an homage to Shodan. I have not. Let me write that down. 12 Monkeys? I have not. There you go. Oh, Shiny Hunting Tynamo. That one's a little harder because there's not as many spaces, and the one Tynamo place that I've seen also has that scary Alpha Sharpedo, so best of luck. I was trying to Shiny Hunt the Alpha Mawile that we have. Based on the 0.1% I know about System Shock, I think you'd dig both of these. Ooh. 12 Monkeys also reminds me that I need to play Monkey Island 2. I have it installed, I just keep forgetting to do variety streams, and that would be my variety stream. Oh, the numbers are showing again. Hold on. Well, this is bad. I'm in a bad situation. Let me double check how you jettison Alpha Quadrant, because I feel like I'm overthinking this. Let me pause first. Ahead of watching it. Okay, I see. I will need to check it out then. Alpha Quadrant. Okay, I think I just ignore that for now. I'll go back to Alpha Quadrant. But I think it made it to a TV show, but I haven't seen it. It's always interesting when they adapt things into longer running versions. I still don't know if this head is even useful to me. This guy's reverse jerks trying to wait out a virus. Yeah. Do I want to go over there? Is there a better option? Probably. Also appreciate the elevator music. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, look. It's not junk. If it was junk, it would say so. You know, it would be dissolved. And he is a high-level supervisor, and his eyes are in there. I'm kind of wondering if I have to use him for a retina scan. Yes, exactly, Ellen. You get it. Yeah, I'm like, if they're not telling me it's junk, there's got to be a reason. I mean, now I just have his head in my inventory. But yeah, you can see like these levels are all like Doom-ish. They have their own keys and such, like a red, blue, and green key and that kind of thing. So it is structured like Doom on each floor, but you do have to like backtrack sometimes, which is interesting. No, I think it's just it's just you know, in my inventory. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But hey, nothing like the Viscera room to recycle, right? Not yet. It's fine. It's like, you know, God of War, where you just have a guy's decapitated head giving you advice throughout the game. It's like that. Okay, there is... I think there's... It's like a Medusa if you point his face at somebody. I think they'll, like, throw up. Maybe. That's probably the same thing, right? I don't know what to do. I don't have enough ammo for that. The rapier is really good. Oh, it has armor penetration. Hold on, how much ammo do I have for this? You know what? What if I just put the... No. Slap some horns on him? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. He's basically Midir. That's the system shock. It's being shocked. He's carting around a decapitated head. It's like Resident Evil 4 where you have to rearrange your items. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. You have like this elevator thing that you can go between floors with. I do like a Magnum. Do I have any Magnum rounds? No. Yes. 23 of them. I don't think I need the... Wait, what? I do have rounds for it. Well, not for now, at least. Why are you sorting it like this? Hold on. You goobus. You dingus. Alright, there we go. That'll work. Alright, now I need to recharge my shields somewhere. Over here. Right. Didn't like that. I went the wrong way. Sometimes Shodan likes to spawn enemies in this room. So I'm just being careful. I know what that does. Alright. Now we can go back to executive. Alright. Down here. I was gonna turn that off. Just, I don't want to waste my energy by sprinting. That'd be embarrassing. Alright. Back to maintenance. Flight deck also had an elevator to executive, now I think about it. Maybe that's worth visiting. I do wish there was kind of a fast travel. I think Shodan and GLaDOS would be a good ship. I think so, but like in a toxic Yuri way. But they both hate humanity. Well, GLaDOS more hates one specific human. It's up there. Right. Oh, wait. How does Shodan feel about potatoes? I think it's the sustenance of feeble humans. And, would be a great basis for a plague. And then she'll be really upset knowing that somebody got to a potato plague before her. I think so. I think she would think it was weak of GLaDOS. Yeah, exactly. She found humans inefficient, if anything. Probably. Hold on. I've wanted to do this forever, and I keep forgetting to. Does this work? Please. It works.
No, 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 no! Ah! Sen.
Oh no.
Sen. Oh my god.
Well, anyways, if you want more of that, follow Jex. All of those noises, those are all Jex core.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that when people raid. How long
I did
is this
not
clip?
expect that to go so badly. Well, I guess I'm not
I thought it was done.
behind if she's the only survivor. Never mind. I'm just dead. What was I thinking?
There we go. Oh, that's unfortunate. 07's in chat for Jexoy. I literally hindered her by using a personality course to, yeah, that's true. You know, I'd be upset about that too. Oh, okay. Hi there. You're not a hostile robot, right? Wheatley specifically was used to flood her mind with as many bad ideas. God, I need to replay Portal. I've been wanting to do co-op for a while because I think that'd be really fun. Ooh. I'll probably want to replay the original campaign first, just to refresh my memory. But man, Portal and Portal 2 are just so good. For my part, and for your partner and you, one of your earliest hangout dates was playing through. Oh, that's cute. That's very, very cozy. Alright, I guess we're going to the scary place again. And one of the quadrants is already jettisoned, so that's... Oops. Done. Also, I don't know why, but I've always been a pistol guy, just in video games. I think Halo may have started it, but I love pistols. And revolvers. Which is like why I like Red Dead Redemption so much, because that's all revolvers. Well, there's other guns, but like, in your own words, you're the more on that built to make me an idiot. The dialogue is quite good in that game. Ooh. Revolver Ocelot. I need to replay Metal Gear 5 and Metal Gear 3 and play Metal Gear 1 and 2 for the first time. And Metal Gear. Not Metal Gear 1 and 2, but like Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. But also play the original. Oh, hi. Please go back to Scorn. Please go back to Scorn. I don't like you. I don't... Ugh. My least favorite part of Scorn was the fungus monsters. Yeah, Portal is one of those games that would be nice to play for the first time again. Whenever that question comes up, that is definitely one of my choices. Found out Toys R Us while they were getting private equity to death. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. You were too good for this world. You and your exclusive Bionicle sets. Like the Exo Toa armor, which I still want one day.
Yes, I hear you. Move possible.
Yeah, just in my area, I think they're gone. But yeah. I mean, it could be like the Rainforest Cafe where there's like one in California, Canada that's just not associated. I don't trust that. Found a copy of Metal Gear Solid 5 at an indoor flea market. There's even the definitive experience version that includes, ooh, I really like Ground Zero. It's kind of a tech demo for Metal Gear 5, but like it's really fun. I played it way too much on my Xbox One, I think. Excuse? Let me guess. Yep. You have games 1 through 5. 4 is the difficult one right now because like it's not anywhere else. I really want them to like port it to Steam, please, for the love of God. Because it's so important to like the context of everything else. Yeah, I mean, I think about it sometimes getting a PS3 now just to play Armored Core stuff and Metal Gear 4 is like, hey there. Well, that's getting less accurate. Here, try that. Oh my god. It's a tiger ape. It's a tiger ape. Oh god. What is that? Please die. Why are you not dead yet? Or gorilla tiger. Okay. Metal Gear's Twin Snakes, thanks to Goodwill and Metal Gear Collection on PS3 that includes 2 and 3, copy of 4, and now 5. That's good. I like having physical copies of stuff. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance has a Tony Hawk skateboarding section? What the hell? I need to heal. There we go. The PS3 is also backwards compatible to PS2, right? Yeah, no, I definitely... It also comes to like an emulation thing. I only emulate games that are just too expensive to get, or were never ported and are impossible to get now, and stuff like that. If I can buy it and play it legally, I will. Only the first model, the Slim and Super Slim removed. God. Of course it's only the first model, so that's going to be the one that's really expensive. Wasn't the PS3 also the console that had those really weird commercials with the baby? Ooh. Wait, they just skipped PS2? The Yellow Ring of Death? Oh. What? What is this? This feels like a puzzle, but... This is like chess? I don't shoot it. Skateboarding clip. Okay. Hold on. Okay, OBS. Stick with me here. I do need... Wait, I do have that. Never mind. I don't need to add a new source. Measle geared solid? Window capture. Gameplay? That's such an insane title. Alright. More fireworks. Cool. Oh my god, the music. You can't hear the music? Hold on, you should be able to. Hold on. Yeah, the music should be audible. What the fuck? Well, that's insane. Thank you for that. Oh my god. Well, I think I need to play that. Ooh. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. For some reason, there's been like explosions near me for some reason lately. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a puzzle. Oh, not like in a lore way, like oh yeah, the BRB screen, yes, that has lore. No, yeah, there's like so we were thinking it might be fireworks for like Diwali or something like that, but yeah. No idea what that's about. And it's been really annoying because it gives me like a heart attack every time. I guess this is like a strategy game. I don't know if I can like play it. I think this is just lore. Try out Metal Gear Solid again. I've tried Twin Snakes when I first got it, but I struggled with the first room. I don't think I've played Twin Snakes. What? I hate all the sounds. I have it on my Vita though, I think, or some version. Oh, I don't like that. What are you? What the? Oh, unrelated. Okay. I will say something insane though. The way I played Metal Gear Solid 3 was on the 3DS. Okay. I don't know what that was, but it was freaky. Yes, there was a 3DS port for Snake Eater, and it's kind of really good. I believe so, yes. Okay, we have an ad coming up in a second, so we're gonna go on our PRP, and you'll be able to see the lore. Be right back. Okay, we are back. We're gonna try running with the model. We'll see how that goes. Just because of the crash from earlier. Thank you. You can get rid of that guy. All right. Oh, Jesus. I see. All right. I don't have any way to heal. What? Ooh, thank you. Oh! Oh, yes. All the music that you hear on this overlay is made by me, including this model, which isn't music. But yeah, basically the idea of this whole overlay theme is it's all stuff made by me. My mouth doesn't work sometimes for some reason, but yeah. But thank you. How far back was that? Thank you very much, by the way. Thank you. Maybe I should go... no. It'd been a while since I'd saved for some reason. Right, okay. Game seems kind of choppy. Save the game? Maybe I will close vBridger and swap to... all right. This one shouldn't need vBridger, at least. I don't know what's going on. It definitely seems like Unity stuff, though. All right. Hey, post-docs and jump scare. Oh my god. Well, that's not good. I gotta be more careful. Like adorable. Thank you. Yeah, that seemed to have improved things a bit. Alright, so we know this thing, ooh. Damn. Alright. Well, thank you. Yeah, the other one is kind of janky at times. The mouth on this one is a bit... Well, he's just dead. is a bit different. So rather than having it based on lips moving, it's just still images that swap out in front and behind of the model, because rigging a mouth is stressful. Oh, they're both based on sound. It's just this one works in a way I haven't seen anybody else do mouths on YouTubers. You could say I kind of invented it. I say that not knowing if I actually invented it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing where you have the layer that interacts, or basically can swap out. I don't remember. It's blend shapes, I think. So they basically can swap the position of a layer that has a mouth on it, like a PS2 or Mega Man Legends kind of style. I have done that before for a Blender model that I made for VTube Studio. Can't force it. It's just not a real button, I guess. Ooh. But yeah, it's a lot of work. There you are. Of course. So the safety interlocks are over there. Potentially I would be getting over there at some point. But I can't because that's disabled. So also not possible. So I need to go there. Can I? Yeah, okay. Haven't really had a puzzle like that yet. I don't trust that. Please die. Well, at the beginning of the game, you were hired by a very rich man to disable her ethics. And she... Well, she's doing all this because of that. So basically, her plan was to fire a giant mining laser at Earth, killing millions. We've thwarted that, but now she has these mutation things going on. So basically, yeah, we turned off her inhibitors that were preventing her from being evil. That seems to be the idea. Oh, I wish you hadn't done that. Please die. Please die. Oh my god. I've never seen something so tanky. I don't understand. It's all the other ones of that same type have died so easily. It's possible. So basically the guy who hired us has now been sending like these creepy cult-like this is the fate that humanity deserves kind of messages. So I assume he has something to do with it. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you. Probably. I mean, he's a rich guy, so comes with the package. All right, let's save here. We are kind of screwed in terms of health, but oh, that was very effective. Okay. Well, didn't die this time, so that's an improvement. I'm sure that's fine. I see. Cool. Mm-hmm. Even somebody remembers Guinan exists. So the idea is I named it Gratitude because Tartarus is the city of the undead, basically. Or the city of those who have been forgotten by history throughout my lore. So essentially just random citizens or certain people who through certain circumstances have just faded out of memory or were erased from existence. Could be either. And the idea is that there's not really a need for actual currency in a world like that. So yeah, exactly. There was an entire reality, you may have seen it in the lore, there was an entire reality that just disappeared as the result of a conflict. So basically gratitude is the currency, and in Elysium, where Eleuster is, basically if I were to make a game, an RPG, the gratitude would be the currency basically that you would get from completing quests or from freeing tormented souls. So that's kind of what it is. That's why it's called gratitude. I don't think I ever explained that. But yeah. Ooh. Okay. This is... I already have that. yeah, this lore has been a work in progress for a long time, since I was like 12. But basically it's all based on my D&D campaigns that I homebrew. That's where it all came from. The Toxan Memoria and Tartarus stuff is just kind of the butterfly especially is just kind of the all-encapsulating setting where the history is of all those different settings have kind of coalesced. That's the idea. The Delta timeline is supposed to be like the final one, so all the stuff that's happened in previous timelines kind of comes back together here. So yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that people enjoy the world that I've created. That always makes me happy. Oh, right. Might be worth going back to medical. There's that right there. I actually am completely blind when it comes to we're completely uninformed when it comes to Discworld. It is something that I think I would really enjoy. I've just never really engaged with it. But you are welcome to tell me about it. Good. 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 Nice. Anything? No. I think I want to go back to medical. Only read one of the books and I did really enjoy it. I read Guards. Oh, I think I've heard of Guards. During my long commute I used to have, I'm aware of some larger themes. And it's not dead while his name is still spoken. That's kind of the idea. The big thing is that it's not in the lore stuff. I'll be adding more lore things later. Those are just the ones that I created for debut. But basically, every single living being is engraved, or the motif of every single living being is engraved on the motific cenotaph, which is in the center of Tartarus. So basically, even if their name is not known anymore, the music of their life, is still recorded. The idea being that every single person in the world in this reality has their own musical motif. So, yeah. And then in Elysium, the idea is that it's a world inside that cenotaph where Eleuster's duty is to discover those motifs. So when he finds one, it gets etched on the or restored on the motific cenotaph. So yeah, probably. I mean, there's trillions of people who have ever existed, so eventually. It's like that library, the SCP, I think. Maybe I assume GART. That giant library that has like every recorded word, every possible combination of characters. Somewhere, Reverb Fart is is in that library. Yeah, monkeys at a typewriter. Same kind of deal. I am lost. So I haven't really been able to cross over here. And this is blocked. What the heck? I'm trying to remember if there's any other lore. I'm hoping to add more characters who are from stuff outside of Tartarus, just to kind of give more context. Library Babel, yes. Because there's a lot of other realities like Mistar or Imbron or Ultima, that kind of stuff. I'll get there eventually, but for the first series of lore things, I just kind of wanted to include stuff that was relevant to Tartarus. So we don't have any enemies left, I think. Where it is? I just walked a full circle. I'm super confused. Do I need to like parkour? That would seem weird. I need to get there. That door is locked. I think I've been to the other side of that door yet. So I need to get over there. Which is also blocked. Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, of course, I hope that goes really well for you. Creating a world is always fun. But I do like bouncing ideas off of people and kind of developing lore as it comes to me. Oh my god. I literally looked at that. I literally looked at that button. Like, so I am very... What did that even do? Oh. I'm very tokusatsu inspired. So one thing I've been kind of developing is new forms for my armor, because that's very important to Toku. So that's been fun to kind of fun to kind of develop. The newest thing that I've kind of started working on for these is the theme, which you'll appreciate. The butterfly core, I think it's mentioned in the lore stuff on BRB. The butterfly core is powered by a philosopher's stone, or I think it might be called a false philosopher's stone. But basically, it converts, as slow as it sounds, it converts the butterfly effect into energy. Got a lot of characters. Look out, characters, locations, the main story and its arcs, including the main villains. It originally started as a book, but I never got past the start of chapter 2. I used to write books too. I also used to make like comic books for myself. Can it convert moss into energy? Well, I can do that with my mouth. but probably yes. Uh, the butterfly core studies the effects of the butterfly effect basically by running simulations of the previous eras of history to see if there's a way to solve the end of the world. And when it finds things happening, that butterfly effect, through magic or whatever, triggers or it gets converted into power into itself. That's kind of the idea. The outside of lore explanation is that those simulations are my D&D campaigns. They are technically the non-canon series of events that would happen in history, and the chaotic butterfly effect source would be the players, essentially. So it's my way of justifying it. And then the final boss is the butterfly core itself trying to end the simulation after they've, found a solution to the end of the world. So you literally fight God. Cleo? Come on. Sorry, my cat is deciding to get a lot of energy all of a sudden. All right. But yeah, that's basically why I'm able to run multiple campaigns at the same timeline. Chrononauts. Yeah, it's Cleo. She's being silly. Let me write that down too. There you go. But yeah, just a lot of stuff kind of all enveloping itself. And yeah, I'm just glad I'm able to express it in some way. Primer? No. I need to go back to that thing I saw. Here we go. I'd really like more health. One of the best written films I've ever seen. There you go. If you watched it again, I feel that. There was a Amazon Prime show called Jury Duty. I don't know if anybody here has seen it. That series was amazing. Not nearly as like meaningful or crazy, but it's just a really fun series. And knowing like the twist makes you really want to rewatch it. Oh, you can turn these off. Here we go. Here we go. I had this whole idea for later parts of the story too. The main focus of this series would be his clashing Norman and technology versus magic, with both seeming to counter each other. Later on, though, I'd introduce a third that's called Gamma Entry, basically like magic, but without being tied to any elemental restraints, and the perks of special abilities you can use with it. One ability I thought of would be a Hyper Beam-esque attack called Gamma Ray Burst. Very cool. I'm trying to remember. The main focuses of my campaigns are like chaos versus order, but they're not like good and evil. They're just, two parts of nature. Chaos, of course, usually is evil, but like, especially in the Delta campaign. Oh, God damn it. In the Delta campaign, they kind of switch. Yes, James Marsden's role in Jury Duty is extremely funny. But God, yeah, it's worth a watch. It's very silly and very wholesome. But yeah, the one of the main cool parts, I think, of the Delta campaign is like this point where the heroes have kind of accomplished their goal, defeating chaos and such, and Order is like, cool, good job, let me restore order now. And the party's like, what do you mean? And Order, or one of Order's daughters, I think Justice, it's Justice, Jury, and Jubilation are the three daughters of Order, and it's Malevolence, Mischief, and Mayhem who are the three sons of Chaos. So Justice is like, great job, you saved the day, let me just take away your magic now so that there's no more chaos. Which, you know, for like a sorcerer or something would literally kill them. But, you know, Justice doesn't care. So from that point on, the characters kind of have to restore the balance, because now things are out of balance and Order's going a little crazy. That's kind of the final act of the Delta campaign, which is probably my favorite thing I want to do with players. You just have to find a D&D group in time to play D&D. All right, heal. There we go. That'll help a little bit. So that room is explored now. Another one of the main story points would revolve around this ancient relic called the Omni Talisman. I like that name. It's been broken into several pieces across the world. Those in possession of it or its pieces would gain peak proficiency in that element, or all elements if in possession of the whole thing. Ooh. I had a story where the task, the journey of the character was to go around the world and master the elements. It's kind of like bending. This was when I was a kid, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender came out, and I'm like, damn it, now I'm gonna see him unoriginal. True story. So now I kind of have to rethink that. We all love a good hero's journey. Yeah. It's just such a good structure. That's actually Mark Harth, the father of Sam and Mary Harth that you saw in the lore. He's the one who goes around the world and masters every element, and then his kids don't need to. The funny part about, it's mentioned a little bit, but the funny part about them is that with the whole prophecy, Mary was supposed to be the chosen one, and then her brother was kind of supposed to be in a supporting role, but Sam just kind of showed up on accident and got the powers and the the weight of responsibility instead, which I thought was always a fun dynamic. I need a key card. I don't think I have it yet. Yep. All right. Let's save here. And then Okay. Oh. Yes, it's like the Truman Show. Imagine the final battle of the first arc having the first villain having the Omni Talisman. That'd be pretty cool. And he Talisman, which was a carbon copy of the original made to counter it, would have been created with a camera issue, which would have been the catalyst for the MC getting those abilities. Yeah. Yeah, I like that kind of structure. I really like, this might be a hot take, I really like Black Clover, because the main character doesn't really operate within the rules of the rest of that setup. He specifically is the opposite. Like, rather than having all this fancy magic and such, he's just unga bunga anti-magic, and whenever he uses his abilities, everything just doesn't matter. It's really fun. So I like the ability that is like the opposite of another ability. Alright. So that's done. Do I need to go like in reverse order or something? I think we've been pretty thorough and I want to leave this place. Oh. Huh. Yeah, it's basically the Truman Show. Everybody's in on it except for the main character, and it's wonderful. It's really wholesome. Like, there's so many moments where they're like, yeah, this could be a funny prank, but then the guy's like genuinely concerned for people and their safety, and everybody's like, wait a minute. We didn't think he'd be this worried about people. So they like decided to do this with just this sweetheart of a person, and it's just so good. That's why it's worth it. Even if you know the twist and like the joke of the show, it's just so good. Did I play Dragon Age? No, but I have it installed. Or I have it somewhere. But it is something I will want to play. I like playing good guy characters. Like, even when I'm playing like the Assassin's Guild or whatever in Skyrim and such. No, go ahead. I always feel bad even when I'm the bad guy. So I appreciate stories that are like, this is a good person doing good person things. Especially nowadays. She's a silver-haired girl named Robin. I always like that name. Who is unknowingly the descendant of one of the original Omni Talisman wielders to even inherits the ancestors' magic bow. I do like bows, especially when they're magic. I need to go south, this way. I've always really enjoyed Sun Wukong, and I really like transforming weapons and staves and such like that. So Toxan Moria is kind of supposed to be based on Sun Wukong a little bit. His eyebrows, these things are kind of curled like his headband. That's what they're supposed to be referencing. Kind of like Fitzbo. Ooh. There's a thing where these random NPCs are trying to scam people into donating to Blight orphans and sending kids who have lost their family to the Blight and are just pocketing the money. If you donate to the collection box, they initially laugh at you, but if you keep doing, they're like, oh, we feel bad now, and actually do an open an orphanage. That reminds me, that's very cute. That reminds me of a sub-story in Yakuza 7 as well. People are like scamming and trying to just collect money for a fake cause, and then you meet this girl who's like trying to raise money for for her brother, I think. And when you approach the scammers, they're like, yeah, we just want the money. Or no, they're like, no, this is a real legitimate cause, but yeah, we also just really like the money or something like that. And then eventually they meet like this girl who's actually raising money for an actual cause, and like, oh, geez, I guess we're bad people, huh? It's really funny. What a good game. Are we the baddies? It's... Yakuza 7 is so good. I need to get through Ishin. That's the one I moved to next, and it's really fun. Like a Dragon 7. So the one with Ichiban. The first one. Just really good. Plus, since I was also playing Dragon Quest around the same time, I just having a blast. Because Ichiban is such a huge Dragon Quest fan. So everything looks like a Dragon Quest fan fiction. It's just great. Good stuff. That was Delta. The Family Guy clip when the criminal in jail stabs himself out of curiosity. Oh, that really hurt. Is this what I've been doing to people? Oh my god. Family Guy has some good, really good jokes. It's the parts of Family Guy. I haven't watched the series itself that much, but I have such a deep respect for like the musical episodes and such. There's so much love for musical theater in Family Guy. Like I love that. You get me. Okay, so that's back to where we started before. So that place is cleared out. Did recently get a box set of Futurama. Ooh. I really like Futurama. It's such a good show. Ouch. Oh. The Hulu stuff was fine. It wasn't like, I think, as iconic, you know, as the original, but I think it was fine. It works very well for a continuation of Futurama because it's... People complained about the humor of the new stuff in Futurama being too recent, but like that was how the original Futurama worked. Have you seen... No, I have not, but I've seen like snippets and I know I would probably really like it. It's like people complaining about The Simpsons having jokes about current events. Like that's what The Simpsons was. When it wasn't just complete non sequiturs, it was references to the news. Or like politicians currently in office. I missed. I'm still debating about trying that out, but I don't know if I'd enjoy it as a whole. Just random nonsense, whatever. I saw bits and pieces many years ago, but I finally sat down and bought. Hell yeah. I will want to watch it. I need to, I don't know, I just need to watch more stuff. For a while, I mostly watched Toku, which is fun. Yes, Adventure Time is fantastic. The final 3 seasons are genuinely just really good. I don't know if I'm good for this. I feel like, Mario fan, have you seen Infinity Train? I feel like you may have, but I've been hesitant recently because one of my discs chipped. Oh no. Where's the recycler? Alright, we just need to get to an elevator. I'm not gonna reload. I got healed, basically. So it's already an improvement. This disc I already finished, but I'm worried that it'll do to the other discs too. Yeah, that's fair. That is stressful. I think you would really like it. It did get canceled, unfortunately, because it was kind of a hard sell as quote-unquote a kids show, even though that wasn't really what it was going for. But I think you'd like it. I was expecting fart jokes and wound up crying multiple times. That is kind of the impression I got, where it would be a lot of, you know, fart jokes, but I'm glad there's substance to it. Okay, I don't hear any enemies. That's a lie, I hear one right there. Okay. Tempted to try out Adventure Time HF? I don't know what HF is. Oh. That shows my... Oh. I'm a fraud. I was thinking Adventure Time. I was thinking like Adventure Time Hulu something. Okay, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I haven't seen that yet, but I have seen like clips. But I think I was just not in the right audience when that was more popular. God. So-called Hulu future? Yeah. So-called American. One of the few things I've seen where every character feels like a fully realized person. That's very nice. The Bibble. Let's go back to flight deck. It's like a lot of people in my age group watched Happy Tree Friends. Just was not interested. That was not my thing. And I never really engaged with Homestar Runner. either. The VA for Shake voice the character and date everything? Oh my god. Yeah, with gore and such like that, I'm not really queasy about it, but like, being used as humor is something kind of hit and miss in me, for me. If it's to the point where it's kind of slapstick, it wraps around eventually to funny, but it would have to get to like, 5 minutes of vicious gore, where like 3 minutes in, you're like, why is this still going? What is this? Ooh. Hi.
Cyborg conversion canceled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
Okay. Huh. Okay, we do have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna do that. Ooh. Can't wait to love you or whatever the fuck. That's very funny. Ooh. I'll need to look at that. That sounds very fun. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So we have something cool coming up, I think. If it's... yeah. Okay. Thank you. I just, like, peeked at the guide just to see if I was missing anything, but... Shields? It's cheating, mister. Let's use one of these. Now, this is a motion sickness warning.
Managerial filing complaints to trash. Hiring replacement employees.
Might have to silence my hopes on getting a shiny Venipede. There's like a desire detector, I swear. You never get the shinies that you want. Okay, we're gonna get to these, but I don't really know if I want an alpha since they're kind of a disadvantage in ZA with their size. It depends on if you want their AoEs or not. Yeah.
Diego requires my protection from Tri-Optimum security forces that seek to invade Citadel. He does not yet understand his situation, but I will placate him for now.
Ooh,
I must
that's pretty
preserve
good.
the sanctity
Not too bad at
of
all.
my shrine as I establish my power.
Diego's authority, his desperation.
Will make him an ideal envoy to the crew. My prophet.
Okay. Again, motion sickness warning. We're gonna start hacking. No wonder everyone got obsessed with her. Very fair. My shiny Citadel for my Violet team came from a lucky event outbreak. Ooh. So did anybody ever play Geometry Wars? Yeah, these are some of my favorite portions of the game. They're just genuinely so cool. Oh, res. Yes. Found a Wii on a while back at Goodwill. Haven't played it much. Oh, yes. Okay. Had to get it because of how psychedelic the box looked. I got it in the Xbox Live Arcade, I think through Games with Gold, ages ago. And it was just so crazy. These are bombs. Basically, I just want to get them out of the way. So this is the remake. I'm very curious and kind of want to play the original just to see how this worked. Oh, okay. I think the one I played was Geometry Wars 3? It was kind of wild. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, round 2. Oh. Hold on. I will catch up with chat in a moment. Okay, good. Free space movement games and Dead Space? Oh, yeah. Those parts were kind of frustrating, but I also appreciated what they were going for. Okay. Ooh, a storage room. Wait, so Diego's room is somewhere in this floor. Please leave me alone. Damn. You lose a little bit of health from that. Not a lot, but enough. I don't think I've played Dead Space 3. Set in the upper atmosphere of the main moon you play on. You travel to different ruined ships. Ooh, that is pretty cool. Oh, there's 2 different sections. Ooh. Turbo Dash. Played all 3 First War games you ever played? I've played the first one, and it was very good. I've heard 2 is 2 the one with co-op? Because I think that's the one I've been nervous to play. 3 had co-op. Well, maybe next year. I have a few things I want to do for Halloween, possibly. Maybe I can do spooky streams in November. But basically, first, There's a horror point and click game in UFO 50. I want to do that. And then there's also Dead Space. UFO 50, by the way, is fantastic. I mean, it's 50 games. You don't necessarily you may not like every single one, but you are getting literally 50 actual complete games for $20. It's kind of crazy. I just got too caught up in Dragon Quest and this to do horror, unfortunately, and I kept having to cancel my variety streams. Oh my god. Just sweeping shots, try to knock out who I can. There we go. Ooh, hey. Oh. Kind of like the hallucinations you get in the second game story. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna live. Oh shit. Honestly, I should get rid of the small ones first. There's just so many of them, and then we can work on this. Oh, no, I get you. Ugh. Oh, fuck. That's mean. Well, that's just rude. I might load the save so I have my decoys and such. Oh, I went backwards. There's heals on all four sides. Get away from me. Get away from me, please. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it is getting pretty late. No worries if you need to leave or anything. It's been kind of a long running streak. Well, I appreciate you being here, Mario fan. I appreciate you. And I hope you get some good rest. You too. Thank you. Oh my. Ugh. Any other heals before I leave? There we go. Oh my god. Ugh. I definitely don't want to get hit by the pink things. Those stars. I think those hurt a lot. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot better. Beta Grove. Okay. I'm in. Yeah, that's how hacking works, right? Okay. So we have one grove left. gonna go ahead and use that. I'm gonna have to add res to the list too. You're giving me so many things to check out. Thank you. All right.
Reviewing taped interviews with Red. Hiring replacement employees.
Shodan caused a security breach again. Today it was displaying random security codes on the screens near the elevator. The worst thing being the maintenance conduit access code. We gotta pull that thing offline and fix it before we're in a fix.
Okay, noted. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. But basically we have engineering, security, and the bridge that we haven't even been to yet. So I'm thinking I'm like 80% done. I probably will be wrapping up soon.
Are you part of catering? Are you
Hi. Oh my god.
using executive protection for complaint?
Probably the easiest way to watch Primer. I see. I wonder if I'll be able to watch it during my workday. Depends on how hellish it is. Not functional? Okay. Amazon Primer while avoiding Amazon Prime. Who doesn't love optimized searches? Depends on how much your attention is split too. Yeah, that's fair. I could definitely watch it in my, like, off time when I'm not streaming as such. What the hell is that? A solid gold ashtray? Are you kidding me? Okay. That's basically done. This is basically done. There's this area down here. And this area up here. Right. This room. No, no. I don't feel pressured at all. I like having new things suggested to me.
Reviewing taped.
Just what I need. More of them. Oh, fuck. Please die. Oh my god.
Snackron supplies all your all-natural synthetic flavor cravings.
A grenade?
Please make your selection.
Enjoy your purchase.
Oh. Oh, that's really funny. That's really good. You got me.
Snackron does not provide
You know what,
calorie
fine.
counts. Insert credits to make your selection.
Enjoy your purchase.
Good stuff. Should be a camera, I think. Admin access. I'll take that. I'll take that too.
Shodan, strange bio-experiments in Beta Grove. It's full of nightmarish creatures. The grove is leaking. Shodan's been feeding through virus to the ventilation system. Regardless, if only we had some enviro packs, we could go in, flip the jettison enable, send the grove into the void.
Railgun? What the hell? Where am I gonna put that? Oh.
You will die for this.
Thank you, Ellen. Hold on. Do I have this set up? I do.
Snacktron supplies all your all-natural synthetic flavor cravings.
A grenade?
Please make your selection.
Be struggling with UI.
I'm sure you're precious.
Good stuff. Thank you, Ellen. I'll need to feature that. Oh, that's really funny. That's really good. You got me. So the main thing here is the railgun. What can I get rid of? I mean, like, I'm hesitant to drop. I can go back to like the storage room. I'm hesitant to drop the stuff like the head.
Hiring replacement.
Hi there.
Executing tax.
Toxin reacts to toxin untimely design. That is what happened, huh? Alright, this way. No, not this way. Okay. Let's dump a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Okay, first. Let's get those out. So when I put that, reload. Okay, that should help. Probably put that in there. I'll keep that. But yeah, the head we can probably just put in there. There's not really a way for me to store the crowbar. That should be enough room for the railgun. Sure, that'll work. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed, but this has been fun. Thank you for your stream. Enjoy your stream, hacker. Thank you, Ellen. I will see you later. I will probably be wrapping up soon myself.
Let me help you.
Oh my god. Oh, is that the same voice as Shodan? That's cool. It was this way. Oh, Seven's in chat. Okay. I think I need to keep that for special occasions. But let's get back to this area, I think. I'll double check. Hammock Grove. Okay, I think that's good enough to stop there. So, we didn't finish up today, but I expect we should be able to finish this tomorrow. Let's see. Also, first collab coming up next week, or on Tuesday, is with Gwendolf. So let me give her a shout out. We'll be playing Deep Rock Galactic, and then later we'll probably talk about it, but we'll also be doing a Peak collab with also Gwendolf, but also Rekojira and Skylarka. And then on Friday, possibly a collab for Nicktoons Unite with Sonari and Jexoy, and possibly a fourth. We're confirming that right now. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow for hopefully the finale of System Shock. Let's find someone to raid, but let's go ahead and go to stream over.